Hi and welcome back to my channel. Sézane did a new drop during the holidays and of course I had to order a few things, a lot of lovely pieces, and I'm gonna show you what I got. I'm gonna show you it as a try-on haul. This video is not sponsored, affiliated or anything. I simply just purchased everything I found interesting and I liked. And for reference, I'm a petite, I'm 1m58, 5'2", and I have average shape, I will say. I am typically between the XS and the S for Sézane, and yeah, I'm gonna show you what I got. So first is this Noelie little cardigan. I had already tried it this summer in another color and I did not keep it because the holes I found were really big, but I had a feeling now showing it on the model that they made a bit of a thinner pattern, you know, the holes were not so big in between. And I don't know what you think from the video, but I do believe that it's not as see-through as it used to. I'm wearing a bit of a darker underwear, so you can see how much you actually really see through. Of course, it will be simply easy to put something under if you want, but I want also to show you how transparent it is, because that I think still an interesting point. I have it in the size S, so it's like, as I said, I'm between XS and S, so it's a bigger size. I think that's the right size. On the shoulders, it's absolutely fine. It has a slightly boxy cut, but the length is also, I think, right. I mean, I try to raise my hand to show you like how short it is. I love this little detail on the bottom. It's not itchy at all. Let me tell you the material. It is 100% cotton, so that's why there is absolutely no itchiness there. It's also not, I will say, particularly extremely soft, because it has like, yeah, this little crochet effect, but it's, I would say it's normal. I don't know how to describe it. The buttons are also covered, which I think is a nice touch. And you also have this little scalloped pattern on the top, which I think is also lovely. Yeah, all in all, I think it's a very cute one. I really like the fact that compared to the previous one, I find that they improved by making the thing a bit like not such big holes in the crochet, let's say. Yeah. That was the first one. Second one is the Theodora t-shirt. I have it also in size S, so again I followed the recommendation and went one size up. It's mostly cotton with 3% elastan, and it's that's what makes it slightly elastic. It has this little ribbed effect. I think it's actually too small, so I have it in size S. Again, I went one size bigger, but I think I should have gone to the size M. I find that especially on the shoulders, it sits too high on my shoulder. It's too small. I don't know what you think, but I think I need even one size bigger, even an M. Otherwise, I'm really thinking buying it in one size bigger, because I find very nice that with the buttons you can keep them closed, you can open them. I like that the sleeves are slightly bit longer also. I find that it's quite flattering to have sleeves that end up there, you know. I have a bit big forearms, and when it stops here, sometimes I find it's not always the most flattering look on me. So I like that it was a tiny bit longer, you know, just ending a bit above my elbow. It was very comfortable. I think it's really a lovely one. Just they say to take the size bigger in between the two sizes. I will say, especially if you're a bit busty like me, go even one size more, because yeah, it's very comfortable, it's very light. I think it's very nice for spring, for the summer. They have also other colors. I took the navy blue because it's a color I love, but there are a lot of colors available on this one. So yeah, I think it's a very nice one. Staying with t-shirt number 3 is this one. It's called Roy. I also took it in size S, again following the Sézane recommendation, waiting for the bigger size. This one is 100% cotton, and I think it's very pretty. The finishing on the sleeves is very nice. On the bottom it's very, very simple. It has a bit more of a higher neck with also such a finishing. It's very comfortable to wear. I'm just a bit less of a fan, I would say, compared to the previous one, because the sleeves are a tiny bit shorter. And I don't know, maybe it's just in my head, but I have a feeling it's a tiny bit less flattering. But otherwise, it's really, really, really nice. The round neck is very pretty. The quality is feeling really good. It's thick, but at the same time still light, because it's 100% cotton, comfortable. It has, as you can see, kind of a tight effect. It's not really a loose fit, or if you want a loose fit, then you would probably need to go a size bigger. But I think it's a really, really pretty one. If you don't mind having a tiny bit shorter sleeves, then I do believe that it's also actually quite a good one. I mean, so far we have pretty good pieces. Next one is a Tiphaine cardigan. I have it in the size XS. Took it in this écru color. It's absolutely not itchy. Let me read you the material. It was 40% cotton, 40% wool, and 20% polyamide. It's really nice, comfy, again heavy but not too heavy. The pattern is pretty. The one thing that disturbed me, I have to say, that I found a bit weird, is I find that the pockets, I don't know, are sitting weirdly high. I don't really know. I think it will maybe look better than otherwise if you keep it open, but otherwise I find that it just sits just under your breast, and it gives a weird look somehow to it. I can't really explain why or what's wrong with it. It might be different if you're a bit less busty. I'm a 85D. I think in American it's like 32D, but I don't know. It's just looked weird. I did not thought, because they look like they're actually quite low, but you know that this will be your neck, like your breast will actually sit around here, so it's actually just under your breast. But if you like this style and you like cardigans with pockets, as I said, otherwise it was comfortable, quality felt good, it's absolutely not itchy, it's thick but not too thick. Yeah, the pattern is nice. Here under you have a different pattern, which I think it's also a nice little touch, you know, there's a bit variation. But yeah, I'm not really convinced, so I don't think I'm gonna keep that. Then, well, staying with the cardigans, I have another one for you. It's the Isaure that I have in XS also, and I also believe again that the size is right. It's not very long actually, so again I'm a petite, so for me that's absolutely fine. For me the length is actually absolutely perfect length, but if you're very tall or have a long bust, it's something you might want to take into account. The buttons are very pretty, again absolutely no itchiness there. Let me tell you the materials. It's 94% cotton, 5% polyamide, and 1% elastan. I want to point out that it has this like reinforcing thing here for, you know, around the buttons, and that might be where the polyamide comes from. So it might be that that let's say the cardigan itself is 100% cotton. The muster is, I mean the muster, that's German. The pattern is very yeah, simple, nothing like really special there. The buttons are also quite cute and pretty, some very classic, this little effect. Yeah, I think it's a really nice one. I'm really considering if I keep this one. I found also very pretty, I had not seen it when I ordered it, but on the sleeve then it has like this little, so again the pattern is very simple everywhere except on the sleeve, where it has this little effect, and it's very discreet, but when you wear it you actually notice. And I think this is like a very nice little touch, and again no itchiness, so yeah, for me that's a good one. I might actually really keep this one. I don't know what you think about it. Next one is the Betty in XS in Bordeaux, and I don't know exactly why I ordered it in the sense that I had not seen it, but when I unpacked it I was like, wait a second, it's a body. And I was like, but I'm not even actually sure why. So I tried it, I just tucked it in. I did not like close the body part. I'm not actually a fan of bodies for clothes. I understand in some cases, for example, my sister has a beautiful glittery one and it has a very big open back. Okay, in those cases I understand, because with the open back you need to kind of hold the thing, otherwise it will not look good. But I don't know why did it need to be a body. I don't really get it. But otherwise the color is pretty. It is glittery. It is glittery. It has this little effect. The sleeve have like again this very wide a bit bell shape. So you like it or you don't. it's up to you, but I think it's important to mention it. There is this ruffles on the shoulders. You have like a double effect on the ruffle. You have this little cute pattern. One thing I feel like I have to mention, let me show you, is, you know, in the front it's rolling. I don't know if you see what I mean. Like, you see what I mean? It's gonna do like that. It's not gonna stay like nicely flat on. It's gonna do this little rolling. And this is very surprising to me. It's the first time I see that with Sézane, but it's also the first time I order a piece like that. But I'm not a big fan for it. And for me, again, it's just my opinion there, it makes it look a bit cheap. And I don't remember exactly how much it costs. It's not written there, but knowing Sézane, it's probably at least around 100 euros. And for that price, I would expect better, actually. Like, I don't know, like, what is that, you know? I don't know. So this has been quite disappointing on several levels, because I don't like the fact that it's a body. Personally, I'm not a fan of the bell thing. And then you have this in the front. So I'm like, okay, at least it's not itchy. Let me tell you the material, 45% merino wool, 45% cotton, and 6% metallic fibers, that's the glittery part, 4% polyamide. So yeah, at least the materials are fine, and again, it's not itchy. I have a dress, I'm gonna show you the dress. So this dress is called Sinia, and I have it in size M. They say to go bigger, and because I know I have quite wide hips and all of that, I tend for bottoms to wear more between a S and a M, so I went for M. I think for the top it was absolutely fine. I would say maybe the top is even slightly too big, but the bottom is still, I think I'm too tight in it. I will need a size bigger in the bottom and a size smaller in the top. Yay. It's a pity, because otherwise it's really pretty. Like the pattern is very, very, very nice. Very lovely finishes. Like I like at the end of the sleeves, you know, this little change in the pattern. I think it's very nice. It's very soft. It's not itchy at all. I'm gonna look for the material and I'm gonna tell you. But I love also, I found the little ruffles at the bottom of the skirt were also extremely cute. Okay, so it's 72% viscose, 28% polyester. So yeah, it's no cotton or anything inside there. For the skirt, I'm not so surprised, because you can, I mean, these kind of materials are typically artificial, but I'm surprised that the top part, I'm looking if there's another label in the top, but no, so the top part is not in another material. Yeah. I think it could work if you have generally a more thin silhouette, maybe not as wide hips than me. If you have more of a, how do you call it, a H kind of silhouette, then that might be actually very lovely on you. But yeah, if you are a bit more having shapes or things like that, if you are a pear shape, or if you are a 8 shape, then I think this will be a bit tricky. So such a pity, because otherwise it was really nice, really comfortable. I really liked the details. Quality felt good. It's just, yeah, not for my body shape. Then I have a pullover. It's leopard. I really like leopard. I got a leopard skirt last year from Sézane that I love. I tried some leopard pieces from a brand called Balzac. They're very famous for it, but I was not really convinced by their sweater. Now I saw this one, I was like, yeah, my second chance to give it a try. But I have to say, it is itchy. It is itchy. On the itchiness scale, I will give it, I think, close to an 8 to a 9. I will not wear this without something under. It will like, oh, my skin. Even just trying it, I tried it at the beginning without something, and I was like, oh god, oh god. So I will need something else. Maybe you get used to it after a while, I don't know. But in terms of itchiness, I think it's even a slightly more itchy than the Gaspar and so on, which I personally find a bit itchy. Yeah, it's 33% polyamide, 32% kid mohair, 32% wool, and 3% elastan. Kid mohair is what always makes it itchy. Other point which frustrated me a bit is it leaves fibers all around. I tried it with a pant, and I'm just gonna show you I don't know if you see all those fibers on the pants. They are all coming from that pullover. You can see them. And this will drive me absolutely nuts. So yeah, I have it in XS. The size is right. The pattern is nice. It's a bit longer, which I think if you're a bit taller is nice. If you're a petite like me, you can tuck it in, which I did. It worked absolutely. But I can't with the fact that it's losing fibers everywhere. The itchiness, you know, it's a pullover. There's not really big problem to wear something under. I have a lot of those little Uniqlo heat tech. They're very thin. They work perfectly under all these kind of things. But the fact that it's leaving fibers everywhere, this is not something I can handle. And I just showed you shortly. I'm gonna show you now in full the pant I tried with this leopard sweater. So it's called Marius, and I have it in the size S, which is rather the small size. For pant I would have typically gone to a size M normally. It has those big pockets that you can see. It has those wide legs, and it's kind of this knit fabric material. Let me tell you what it's made of. It's very soft. It's 100% merino wool, so really very soft, very comfortable. I wanted to give it a try because I've seen so many of those pants and they always look so comfortable, but unfortunately I think in my case, my problem is, so it has here an elastic at the waist, and the elastic was feeling very tight. And I have a little belly, and it made my belly, because it pressed on top of it, it made like my belly look even more like bumping out. On the other hand, I feel like the rest of the pant, I would not go one size bigger. I think it was fine. It's how it's meant to be. Otherwise, the wide legs would be even wider. In terms of length, again, I'm a petite, so it's a tiny bit too long. I will need to get it shortened a bit, but it's not like nothing crazy either. So if you're a tiny bit taller than me, then the length should actually be fine for you. It's just, yeah, for me, this is too tight to be comfortable. Quality felt great. I know they're great. I have several people I follow on Instagram and on social networks, and they always rave, but they always like, I don't know if you can say rave about, but they always say these are so great and so good, and I understand absolutely why they're saying it, having tried them, but unfortunately this one is not for my body type, so I'm gonna be sending it back. And that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask in the comment section below. If you have tried some of those articles and you have things you want also to share that maybe I forgot to say, also don't hesitate. If you want me to try some things, if there are some pieces from Sézane that I've not yet tried in my videos and you would like me to give it a try, then please also feel free to tell me, and I will gladly add it to my next order so that I can show it to you. And yeah, I wish you a lovely day wherever you are. I will put here another video in case you have not seen it yet. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, you can gladly do so by clicking there. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.